Got another knife here for you guys, which is obviously a KaBar, and it is a KaBar ZombieKiller, which is here. It just goes over the box. Open it up. Here's the knife and the sheath. I've already opened it, had to play with it. As you can see, I've taken the green handles off and put the black ones which come with it, some spare, just for my personal preference. And the sheath, get to that in a moment. Take the knife out. And there's the ZombieKiller logo and their American flag, which I've got the one that's made in America, which I think they started last year, but not sure. Handles, the other side. Now it's got jimping, but for me it doesn't really work at all. My thumb just pretty much slides right along it, just like having your thumb on here. But you do get a little bit of grip because of the finish. It's actually quite a rough finish. And the serrated edge, which you can see is sharpened on this side as well. Something they've done. So yeah, there's the edge, and it did come razor sharp pretty much, especially around up here. So I've done some chopping of limbs down with this, and it actually works pretty damn good. Now, I think all the reviews I've watched, people complain about this when they're chopping and they've got the grip down here while chopping, that it actually hurts their finger. I haven't had that issue at all. It's actually extremely comfortable. But I don't know, everyone's different. Now the sheath, that's a pretty damn big sheath. Now one thing I want to mention straight off, you can see right here that there was two of these. I took one off because it's just pretty much got in the way and pretty much pointless for me. So I took that off and just left this one on, which this one, they do have this, the bottom one has Velcro around here, so I guess when you open you can just easy access, I guess. The only thing I can think of. Comes with a really big pouch here, which comes with some extra shoelace. Just a piece of shoelace there. I've got paracord, so I'd rather use that, but just showing what it came with. And in this little area here, got another little pouch with a knife, which is another, they call it a skeleton neck knife, if I can get it out, which for me is an extra $15 if you buy it separately. And again, everyone complains about this knife for some reason, about not being comfortable in the hand, but to me, it's on the edge of my finger here, so it pretty much fits it's an alright fit. And the jimping in there works really good. Now this is pretty dull, it's not sharp at all, but it's an extra little feature. And it is made in China, you won't be able to see that, but it says China on it. It has its own little sheath. Now one issue about this having this sheath is with the button clip here, is when you're sliding it in, it actually scratches the finish off. I've got all scratches, but you're not going to be able to pick it up on here. But all my thing is, you just put it right to the side of it, push it in, lift it up, and then move it over into there, and then lift it up again to go all the way in, and it should be right. Now it doesn't actually clip for when you're putting this in, it just sort of pushes actually in, it doesn't clip. But overall it's a nice little sheath, and it did come with like a patch, a ZombieKiller patch there thing, which I've put on my vest just for fun, I guess. You can put that there, and it's got all this, I can't think of the name of it, sorry. Whatever that is. And here, one thing about the belt loop here, as you can see, it goes through here. This one has an opening right here. It opens up. So the only thing holding this stitching together is one little stitch in the corner of each thing. So I'm not putting this as a belt, like putting this on a belt, because I'll be a little bit worried of that breaking and just falling off. But what you can do is put a belt through the molly, I guess it's called. There's one you can put all the way through there, and it's got the zombie logo again there. Yeah, and inside here just comes with the black extra scales, and comes with some extra like bolts to replace the scales, and the little KaBar thing that comes with every KaBar product. Just that thing. A little bit of history, I think, of the KaBar knife. Now, one thing what I've done is with the sheath wise, since I don't like this one, is one of my Buffalo river knives, a pig sticker sheath. This fits perfectly in there. When it's belt on, there's really no play out in it at all, so it fits perfectly, and it's a lot just not as bulky. So I've chosen to use this one whenever I decide to use it. So yeah, that's the KaBar ZombieKiller Tanto. It is actually pretty well made. It's full tang, as you can see. Now the handles, as you can see, big, like around here, big belly, I guess you'd say. It's actually extremely comfortable in the hand. But with me, for me, since I've got like smaller hands, I've got to have two fingers here, because I can't have one here because it's actually not comfortable. So I've got to put two, go right up or go right down here. But it says this, people complain about this being uncomfortable when they use it, but for me, it's not an issue at all. And you got a little lanyard hole there. But yeah, it's an extremely nice looking knife, and they've got the actual American flag. I don't know if they did that when they were made in wherever they used to be made in, when not in America. I guess that's just a new feature. But yeah, very pleased with this knife. Very well done. The sheath is well done, but just my personal preference, not really for me. Too big, too bulky. Yeah, and you got some holes here to strap it around your leg, put paracord or something through it. So yeah, so far, very good knife, worth the money, which was, I paid $60 for this. No, yeah, $60 for in here in Australia. Now the blade length of this, nearly forgot. Blade length is 7.5 inches from there to the handle. Overall is 13 inches. The steel is 1095, and the thickness is 0.2 of an inch. It's a nearly 1/4 of an inch thick, which is quite thick, which is good. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Went on a bit longer than I expected, but that's what happens. Definitely worth the money, but yeah, for me at least. Very well done, blade. Thanks guys, see ya.